Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to 1 Mile Out. Today is the day. These birds are 8 weeks old today. Yeah, come on up, Bernice. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. These birdies are 8 weeks old today, and they are going to get put in our main run with the other birds. Some of them are at least 9 months old. We're not really sure how old the sapphire gems are. And the others are, well, we got them in mid-March, so 4 months old. And so these birdies are just a little bit smaller, but we're going to put them in the run in this enclosure. That way they can get a little bit acquainted with the other birds that are already there. So step number one, I gotta move my car, and that way I can, well, basically let them run around the garage while I move the enclosure, move their water, their food, and everything, and then transport the birds separately. The last time we transported birds, Brandon used a bucket. So they're pretty small. I can probably fit at least 2 in a bucket. But I'm ready to have my garage back and get this cleaned out. So, little ladies, let's set your bucket somewhere. All right, I'm gonna set this on the outside. You're okay. You're all right, girls. Yep, you're good. Take that too. Okay. They're freaking out like, ah. What to do? It's okay. You're all right. Okay. All right. Well, you don't have to be there. There you go. Good girls. Alright, so they're freaking out. I'm going to take this to the run. You just chill there for a little bit, okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. So the enclosure is fully set up in the run at this point. It only took me a few minutes. So now it's time to, well, grab a few chickens and see how it goes. All right, catching them now that they're out of their enclosure could be problematic. It's okay if it is. Got one! You're okay. One at a time. You're a jumper, aren't you? The big chickens seem totally undisturbed by the fact that I just put another living being in their run with them. Oh crap. Oh, we got 2 lost. 2 are getting loose. Okay. Okay, what happened? Someone's noise got me. You guys good? Got some rings? Yeah. Okay. Grab your fan. Yeah, okay. The bucket is not working good for the birds that know how to fly and jump. The reds, it'll probably work for something. Okay, 2, 4, 6. Oh, I took 3 out there. Okay. Here we go. You're okay. Alright. So I've got 4 out there, 5 to go. No, halfway. Here. Alright. Alright, stay there. least you two left. Oh, 3. Oh my gosh. Mama miscounted. I totally thought I had 7 out there. Did we get an extra bird? Do we have 10 birds? I hope not. Okay, so the birds have found the new birds. Good? You're in charge out here. Well, one thing I certainly know is that the little chickens are safe. They're safe, obviously, in this enclosure, but also in their sub-enclosure, just to, yeah, get used to being around other chickens. And it's good to see their size comparatively because, you know, they always looked so small after we saw the big birds. But now that we kind of see them together, it's like, okay, they're not that small compared to our adult or juvenile birds. So I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be okay. Not sure about the rooster thing though. Is that how nature works? I don't know how nature works. And we just got started picking our first green beans off of the bushes. And so there are some in there that we can definitely get. They're gorgeous and delicious. The very first one that's turning orange. I've never grown tomatoes before. Well, I've never grown anything before. So I am really excited watching these things turn. We have some banana peppers that are starting to look very yellow, very banana-y. So let's go take a quick look at the large that has just trailed everywhere. I know eventually it's gonna just go right up my windmill, which is awesome. But yeah, this is all coming from one plant that started up there. And these leaves are just huge, just absolutely gorgeous. And we do have our first pumpkin starting to grow. And so here are 2 mounds that are the smalls, the 2 mediums are there at the back, and they're just really bushy. They got really tall, but these like medium ones or whatever just have really spread out everywhere. You might notice is right here, we suffered some squash bugs last week and we tried to pick them all off and we sprayed. So, okay, we are not an organic farm here. We sprayed to try to salvage any acorn squash that we could. I'm not sure what we need to do with the part that kind of died. If we need to kind of cull some of that off. Well, if you know what we should do with the half that died, leave it in the comments. That would be super helpful. Oh, my cucumbers. Yeah, I've already harvested like 10 cucumbers, been giving some away. I made some cucumbers and onions. Just a really light recipe from Sandy Thomas. Got it from my mom, of course. But yeah, they start so small, these little cucumbers. There it is. And then they get so big so fast. And I harvest at least a couple cucumbers every single day. If you find that you would like some, please let me know. I'll have plenty. Oop, here's my watermelon. Hi, baby. So nice. It's just like slapping a bag of dirt. So that's kind of our pride and joy right now. When my mom came to visit us on Saturday, the first thing she said was, "Hey, can I see the watermelon?" Yes, you may. But yeah, we've got a few more in there. They're getting harder and harder to spot just because there's just so much growth. It's insane and amazing. And I'm just in awe of this every single day. Just how beautiful. We've got my 6 rows of corn. Good part of them were blown down or sideways back on Tuesday night, but I got them all set back up. We didn't lose any of our corn. Nothing actually broke. It just, like, it had rained so much and the dirt was so wet and the wind was like 60 miles an hour. So it just blew them over, like right out of the ground, right out of their roots. But yeah, they are doing just fine. We're gonna have so many ears of corn. If you want fresh sweet corn, let me know. They should be ready by the end of July. And I'm gonna freeze some, oh for sure, because corn, as we all know, is my favorite roughage. So that's an update on the garden. I know this is gonna shock you, but the windmill stayed together during the 60-mile-an-hour winds. It has broken and Brandon has repaired it 3 times, but it stayed together.